Hey class, I'm Amy Cunningham. I'll be your professor for this class, and welcome to Comp 1. The purpose of this video is to help you understand how the course is put together, how it's going to function, and how specifically to access our course in Blackboard. Okay, so a little bit about me, first of all. I've been an ACC professor since 2008. I've been doing digital instruction since 2010, and over that period of time, digital instruction has changed a lot. I really like digital instruction because it allows the kind of flexibility and access to education that just didn't exist before digital instruction. I know something about being a working parent, a working student. I had to raise my kids and be a single parent and try to also have a job. And so digital instruction helped me with that flexibility. And from your end, I imagine that you have a lot of things that you're juggling too. And so my goal is always to help you meet your goals and to make sure that everything that we do in this course is useful to you, and that the course itself is flexible enough to meet your needs so that you can juggle all the things in your life that you need to juggle. So a little bit about the course. First, I want to talk about these two terms that often come up when you're talking about online instruction: synchronous and asynchronous. So synchronous is the kind of class that you have signed up for, and that is why there is a time block on the schedule. And that means that there are certain things that should happen at the same time for all of us as we go through the course. Asynchronous means there's no meeting, there's no like face-to-face instruction or one-on-one instruction. You just run through the course at your own pace when the time works for you. So I've tried to kind of create a blend of those two things, and I'll get more into that in just a few minutes. The course is set up in modules, and so each of those modules focus on specific kinds of writing. It is a composition course, and the goal of the course is that you'll learn a lot about writing and learn about different kinds of writing that are foundational to all of your content areas, whether you're going to be an English major or a history major or business person, but that these modules will help you in all of those content areas. Everything about the course is available to you in Blackboard. So any work that you need to do, any resources you need, readings, submission links, those are all in Blackboard, and I'll show you that course here in just a minute. You do not have to purchase anything for this class. It's all available to you in Blackboard. Each of those modules has a timeline associated with it, and then we do have synchronous meeting times scheduled each week. However, those are completely optional. So as you go through the modules, if you feel like you need some extra instruction and some feedback from me, you have questions, then you will have the option to schedule a synchronous meeting with me, and we can go through anything you need. So my goal again is to make sure that I'm meeting all your needs. I'm here for you to help you, but that I'm not wasting any of your time asking you to sit for 2 hours in a call when you maybe don't even need that kind of help. Each of the module due dates are on Sundays, except for the last due date, which is a revisions week. So you'll have synchronous time scheduled, and that should then give you enough time if you do need to come in and get help so that you can get all of your work turned in by Sunday. My goal is always to offer you as much support as you need and to make the course format flexible for you so that you can be successful. So essentially what I'm utilizing here is called a flipped classroom model. In a traditional classroom model, you all meet together in a class and the instructor gives you a lecture or provides instruction. The students listen to the lectures and take notes and then go home and practice or do work to demonstrate their understanding. That does not work so great in my experience in a digital platform. And when you're doing digital learning, a lot of that time ends up being, in my opinion, wasted. And so I've implemented a flipped classroom model, which I think kind of meets the best of all worlds. In a flipped classroom model, I'll record lectures and share those with you throughout the Blackboard course. You'll watch and listen to those lectures. You'll conduct readings and do some discussion boards. And then you will have the option to come to synchronous sessions, which will be Zoom meetings. And in those particular meetings, you can get whatever kind of individualized instruction that you like. If you want to have feedback on papers, if you need clarification on any of the materials. So those would be times for me to give you individualized instruction. It is a synchronous course, so there is attendance, And that attendance will be in the form of a list of tasks that you will complete for each class period. Those you can complete them right now. You could go through and complete the attendance tasks for each of the class periods all the way through the semester if you like, if you're one of those students who knows you're not going to need to use that synchronous time. But I will also be sending them to you at the beginning of each week so that you can kind of weigh out your options and think about whether or not you want to attend a synchronous session. Even though we're scheduled to meet, those meetings are optional. And if the meeting time that we have scheduled in the course online doesn't work for you, I am open to meeting at other times as well. So I want to make sure that you have the support you need. So if the scheduled time block is not convenient for you, we can set up a meeting time that's convenient for both of us if you just send me an email. If you do attend the optional Zoom meetings, those are for individual help. They're not for general instruction. So you wouldn't want to just show up there and be like, okay, so tell me about module 3. You'd want to do the readings and prepare in advance so that you can come in and get the help that you need, and I can walk you through whatever kinds of questions you have. If you are intending to go to a Zoom meeting, you're going to get that Zoom link via email. So you won't find something in Blackboard where you just click it and you go to the meeting. I will send you an email with that Zoom meeting link. I put on this slide a boxed comment, and this is something that is absolutely true. I will never waste your time, but I am always here to help. And so I'm trying to strike that balance. So it's important that you're thinking about what you need and communicating with me, especially via email, about what you need to be successful in the course. Okay, I'm going to take a minute to show you the course in Blackboard. I'll show you how to get to that course. We'll look at some of the features of the course, and we'll look at how you start, how you access the modules, and especially I want to show you about the hyperlinks. There are hyperlinks all the way through the course, and they're essential. They are basically a little portal to another tab that has more information about whatever. So if you see something that's blue and underlined ever, that's a hyperlink, and you're going to want to click it. Okay, just to reiterate, the entire course will be in Blackboard, which I'll show you here in just a second. You can work ahead. So if you wanted to go after you watch this video and complete the entire course in 1 week, be my guest. I would have no problem with that. So you can work ahead as fast as you wish, but we do have module deadlines that you shouldn't fall behind, because if you fall behind too far to where I don't think you'll be able to successfully complete the course, I will drop you from the course to avoid a failure, and there will be late penalties for work that's turned in after the deadlines. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let me make sure I'm sharing my actual screen. Yes, excellent. Okay, so this is what you'll see when you log into Blackboard. You will see this is called the landing page. So when you log into Blackboard and you see our course, you'll land at the announcements page. You'll see hyperlinked here, see blue underlined, hyperlinked what the attendance tasks are. So you can click on that, and you'll see that there is an attendance task for every class meeting period. I will have those here. So as I said, if you want, you can go right through and complete them all right now, or you can wait for me to dole them out as we go week to week. I will email you those attendance tasks with a reminder. So then you'll see over here, there is a Start Here button. The Start Here button leads you through the orientation and the overview of what is going to happen in the course and how it's set up. So you're going to want to take some time first thing to just go through and read those. You'll see in the Start Here is where you'll find our course syllabus. And the course syllabus is really essential. It has information about the class. It has policies about the class, and it also has the overview schedule for the class, which is at the very end. Much of this document is created by the college, and it includes these hyperlinks to resources that you have at your disposal. There are a lot of resources at your disposal as an ACC student that are free to you and helpful in many different ways. So part of what you're going to do in your orientation, your first week of the class, is read the course syllabus. Some of the other important policies are spelled out here, and so you'll take a look at each of those. On a weekly basis, what you're mostly going to be using is this tab here that says course modules. And you'll see that the course is set up with 6 modules. The first module is going to be for the first week of class. It's a 1-week module. It is an orientation and a reader response essay. Then we've got a module 2, which is narrative writing, module 3, comparison and contrast, and so on and so forth. If you click on that link, you'll have resources that walk you through how to complete each assignment. So the first thing you'll see here is a page with directions for how to use the module. For each module, you'll typically have a discussion board assignment, you'll have readings, and a syllabus quiz. Let's take a look at the next module, which is narrative writing. So it starts with an assignment sheet, and then you have your course notes, a reading quiz that you should complete after you do the course notes, a discussion board, which will allow you to communicate with your peers and practice and think about some ideas, and then where you actually submit your final essay. Okay, so just to kind of reiterate, when you log into our course in Blackboard, you will see a landing page that has the attendance tasks. You'll initially go to the Start Here button and walk through that material, and then each week you'll be completing modules. So to kind of wrap this overview up, I just wanted to remind you of a few things. Number one, it's really important that you check your email regularly. That is my primary form of contact with you. In fact, really my only form of contact with you other than the assignments that you submit through Blackboard. So check your email regularly. And by regularly, I mean multiple times a week. Especially if you have communicated with me, email is how I'll respond. You can expect that I'll email you back within a day. If you don't hear from me within 24 hours, then send me another email just to kind of check in, because more likely than not, something went awry with our emails, went to spam. Make sure you're emailing me from your ACC email account. And if you're doing that, spam filter shouldn't catch much of what you're doing. It's really important in a distance learning class that you reach out right away if you have questions or you want to schedule a meeting. Don't sit there and struggle and stress and fall behind and worry. I'm here to help you. That is my job, is to be available to help you. And so if you ever feel like you need some clarification, I'm happy to have conversations with you via email. I'm happy to schedule Zoom meetings. Just reach out as soon as you start to feel like you're struggling or you have questions. There is a link to the attendance tasks on the Blackboard landing page. So you remember to use those to set up meetings with me. And also, I have used this course multiple times before, and I've imported it to Blackboard. And so in some cases, links break, or I didn't click a button and the deadline's not correct. So if you come up against anything that doesn't work in the course, please, 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 for the sake of everybody in the class, as soon as you come across that, let me know so that I can correct it for going forward. I will say, in a distance learning situation, you really have to be organized and plan accordingly. So you want to make sure that you're looking at the course calendar, thinking about all the things that you have to juggle in your life, plan accordingly, leave enough time to get help, and have a plan so that you can stay on top of this and finish this class as quickly and painlessly as possible. And make sure that you're using your resources. I am your most valuable resource in this course, and I am here to help you. So you'll hear me say that 5 million times. I'm here to help you. So please let me know if there's anything that you need, any questions that you have, and I'll be here to help. Okay. So that's all I've got. You guys can jump right in and start your orientation. And that's it. Let me know if I can do anything to assist.